share my whole screen. And I think you can see it, guys. I hope that I have sent the notice a couple minutes ago, and yeah, if anyone wants to join, he or she may join already. If not, then we can continue starting about the QMR. So you all, I think you know what the QM is. Bola, what is QM, please?
QM, sweep liquidity vehicle structure. Let me see, I'll show you.
All right. So the QM is a pattern that we have to understand this pattern, guys. It's called first thing.
Benchmark.
Yeah, it's called this Quasimodo. That's how I read. So this one is a beautiful and powerful price action structure. It gives a big sign that the big money is ready to change the price direction. So we always want the QM, and since we trade what is called MTF, multi-time frames, we use the SNR levels. We also use the engulfing. We also use engulfed fail. All levels of SNR. I want to talk about the QM, where you know it or not, if you already learned it or not. So I want to show you how I use QM. Anyway, I think that makes sense and interest in you to learn more about how to use QM. Are you guys ready?
Yeah, let's go.
Let us go now. First thing first, before we go through about the QM, we have to learn basic concept of engulfing, guys. If we don't know the engulfing, then it will be that we don't know more about the price action, especially when price is reversing and so on, where the level is, where the zone that I'm aiming to enter. All in all, we have to understand about the engulfing. Yeah, engulfing. So anyway, I will do something like an example. Maybe it will help you. So we have like a candle, all right? We have a candle. Let me use the. Let me use. Okay, I will use this one. This will be better. Okay. So I have a bearish candle, right? A bearish candle. Okay, I have a bearish candle. So when I got a bearish candle, so this candle becomes, I think some guys texting. All right. Anyway, we got a bullish candle. We got a bullish candle. That's moving from here to there. All right. So we got a bullish candle, right? So on here we can see that this high has been broken, okay? So that means engulfed. That means engulfed. And this is called bullish engulfing. So the engulfed zone where we want to always remember is not the wicks, all right? So the wicks where you see here is a manipulation point, all right? But where I wanted to always make is that here, okay? That body. All right, so the difference is between this body and the low of this week is a zone. This is a zone, right? Okay, guys, please unmute. When you join, mute yourself, please. So anyway, that is engulfed. Whenever we got a bullish candle again, whenever we got a bullish candle, we got a like that bullish candle, wherever and wherever it is, and then we got also a bearish candle that's covering. Okay, this candle, that's exactly what we call, that's a bearish engulf, because price is covering by this candle. So here we get the same thing. Okay, no matter, we always look at how price is covering. All right, how price is covering. So it's covering, so this is engulfed. So that's the basic thing we have to learn before we go through, because this will give you what is called a SNR level. It will also give you the zone, which we call supply and demand. So the supply and demand zone is here or here. Okay, these zones, those zones, we have to understand everything when we are talking about engulfing candle by candle. If you don't really understand it, then you cannot understand what I'm going to teach you. I think you understand what I mean, the engulfing. So you have to understand the basic of engulfing. So we have two engulfing: bearish engulfing and bullish engulfing. Okay, let us now talk about what is called the reversal setup, which we always use in lower time frames before we go through other concepts. Reversal setup in lower time frame, it's usually a QM. Okay, it's usually a QM. Okay, when I say the QM, there is a supply zone and there is a demand zone. Let me give you something. Okay, we got a line here. Okay, and then I want to give you here what is called supply zone. Okay, supply zone, and I will give you here demand zone. Demand zone. I want to make you understand everything. So when it comes the supply, almost every time we use what is called DRD, which is drop base drop. All right, drop base drop. When it comes the demand, price always forms what's called really.
You mean DBD, not DRD.
Oh. So this is what's called. Yeah, this is B. Sorry. Let me go back. Okay, this is drop base drop, which is equal to drop base drop. And when we want demand, we have to get what's called rally base rally. Okay, rally base rally. All right, so how does the drop base drop look like, and how does the rally base rally look like? Let me draw some candles so that you will understand. So drop means price is coming from high. Okay, and then a bullish market then gets in. All right, and then when the bullish candle gets in, there is another drop. Okay, there is another drop. Okay, there is another drop. Okay, we got a week here, we got another week, we got another week, we got another week. So where is the base? When we're talking about the base, let me show you. So this is the base. This candle, which is the bullish, is forming the base. This is also another low. So this zone, okay, this zone, sorry, this zone is your selling zone, guys. Selling zone. Okay, this is your selling zone, because this is where you will aim to enter the market when price comes back, and then you sell off. So this is where you call drop base drop, then price create base, then again drops. This is really so effective when it comes at supply and demand. Okay, the other one is rally base rally. So rally means price pushes up, okay, price pushes up, okay, and then again drops a little bit by not taking this one, and then again price pushing from here. All right, then it forms exactly a wick, and then again another wick. All right, so the base has also a wick. Okay, this also has a wick. So you will make again the zones. Where is the zone where I want to buy as a demand zone? Here is the demand zone. Okay, and you have to know that this is a manipulation section. Okay, this is a manipulation section or zone or level. So I have to always buy this base candle body. So the body of this base candle is where I will always look, guys. All right, you have to understand that we always look at this level. All right, this zone, always this zone is the middle candle, this candle. So I will buy here anyway. So this is a buying zone. Okay, buying zone. Okay, that's the buying zone. I hope that you have understood exactly what the supply and demand is. So this supply and demand zones, what are they? They are called exactly reversal setup in lower time frames. Okay, reversal setup in lower time frames. These are called reversal setup in lower time frame, which will be when we switch into lower time frame QM, because we always look for the QM setups. I will show you the differentiations and the types of QM in this session right now, so don't worry. Okay, so if you learn about the basic of engulfing and also you know about the drop based drop, you know about the rally based rally, then let us continue another setup which is called continuation in lower time frames. When it comes continuation in lower time frames, we use 3 setups. Let us go. Let me show you. All right. So continuation in lower time frames, that's the title. Okay. Yeah, this is setup. Okay. In lower TF. Only 3 setups, guys. We will use only 3 setups. One is QMC. What is QMC? QM continuation. Okay, that's it. The other one is SNRC. SNR continuation. Okay, it has 2 types. We call type 1 and also type 2. They are always setups of lower time frame, which means it's only for continuation, not reversal. Okay, when you see SMC continuation and SMC reversal, they are different. Okay, so I'm now teaching you continuation setups that are in lower time frame. we will use only 3 setups: QMC, SNRC1, and SNRC2. Are you guys getting me?
Yeah.
All right. So now let me show you the diagram of QMR. What is the QMR? QMR means QM reversal, not QMC1, QMC2, okay? This is not continuation. Let me show you one setup that's totally different, or QM reversal, that's absolutely different, okay? We have only one setup, that's called QM reversal. So QMR. Oh, okay. How does it look like? I have to draw it, okay? First, there is one for selling, okay? One for sell. Okay, how does it look like? Let me show you. It is like you see price from it a high, then price push it up and then comes down. Then you can see that there's left shoulder here. So then price comes there and then continues down. There is nothing else that are in line it. Even there is no trend line that we can say one touch, two touch. If the trend line has only 2 touch, that's not a valid trend line, okay? We only have engulfing here plus the QM reversal. That's exactly what we call QM reversal, okay? Okay, this zone becomes QM reversal. All right, QM reversal on here. This is for the sell. When it is for the buy, this one is always popular because most of you guys, you know about what the QM reversal is, but you have to understand that there are other QMs. Okay, this is another QM reversal which is for the buy. Since this is for a sell, this will be for a buy. I hope you got it. So now the zone where you will always buy is when price touches the left shoulder. So I have to tell you this information before I go through the continuation setup, because there is QM reversal that's against these setups. So don't worry, I will teach you one by one. So here you guys can see that this is the same of this one. When you see a pattern like this, you have to know that this is a QM reversal, not QM continuation. All right, let us go back. Now you know about the QM reversal. Let me teach you the QMC. Okay, QMC, it's coming with multiple confluences. It means there are many reasons that are in line with the QMC. Okay, how does it look like? Let us say when we are selling, we got a market goes up and then it goes down. For example, it goes up and then a little bit creates here and then pushes back and then comes here. Okay, whenever you see the trend line is coming right, there is SNR which is showing you left shoulder, and then price comes with this and then price sells off. All right, that's QMC. That's QMC. All right, left shoulder, but you can see left shoulder hit left shoulder. No matter whatever happens here, but you must have trend line plus engulfing. Okay, plus engulfing. You must also get engulf here. That's price touching and then you're selling. I think you know what the QMC selling setup is. Are you guys getting it now? Do you guys understand what I mean?
Yeah.
All right. So now, how does it looks like when it is buy? Okay, when it's buy, it's the offset. All right, it's the offset. Okay, it is the offset of what I told you now. So we have to get a point to one, and then price pushes back, and then creates a left shoulder, and then price again goes up by creating any lower high, and then price comes here by creating the next point, and then price pushes up. So now we have trend line again, okay, plus left shoulder. All right, so price then comes here by a mitigation and then touches here and then buy. You guys have to understand. So here we have 0.1, all right, 0.1 here. Okay, always look 0.1 on trend line, 0.2 and 0.3 is our entry. So this is exactly the left shoulder where our target is. All right, so in here inside the heat, okay, inside the heat there must be engulfing, guys. There must be engulfing always. I hope that makes sense, guys. Okay,
Yeah.
someone is typing. Yes, okay. So what is next? Okay, what is next? No, you know the QMC, you know the QMR. So you have to learn about the SNRC1 and SNRC2. Okay, if you guys know about the engulfing that I have mentioned it after, I think before we start explanation, I have told you what the engulfing is and what the drop base drop and rally base rally is. So we have to understand. You know about the QMR and QMC. Okay, thank you. So now I want to show you, I want to give you illustration about SNRC1. What is SNRC1? SNRC1 is support and resistance continuation setup 1. That is SNRC1. SNRC2 is support and resistance continuation setup 2. So that is what I always use. So now how does it look like? Let me show you. Okay, let me show you how it looks like. For example, price rallies up and then drops down. What do we have? Classical A. All right, so in here we have a resistance, right? We have a resistance. All right, so after we got a resistance, then we are waiting for the price to come back here and then sell off, right? You're waiting for here to sell off, but it is like it break above here and then comes back where it has broken and then goes up. So what do we have here then? We have rally, base, rally. So here where the price broken, it is where we call RBS. Resistance broken becomes support. That is RBS. So in RBS we have now a zone of support right now since this resistance was broken. So in total when you are making your level, also make the base, okay, because the base is the zone. Also make the base. You know your SNR level and you know your zone, okay, make the zone. So in here this point of broken where the price broke it will become BOI, point of interest, okay? It will become point of interest because that line is where you are expecting the price to come back and touch it in order to sell, okay? So I wanna tell you price will come back to the zone by touching the SNR level and then again buys off there. So why is it SNRC1? Why is it SNRC1? Because there is only one SNR that this price will break, okay, which is the resistance level. Only one SNR. This is a base. We cannot say a breakout level because it's only one SNR here, and then it's building a base, which means retest, and then price goes up and then against. This type of SNR is a buy. When it becomes a sell, it looks like this, guys. So here, what do we have, guys? Before I continue, you have to understand, when we are buying, we will get what's called rally base rally. Okay, rally base, because price rally it and then it builds a base here and then rally it, and then we are waiting for the price to come back in order to buy. Boom, that's what's called SNRC1 buying setup. This is continuation setup, guys. When it comes SNRC1 sell, we also need the same, but it will be offset. Price creates what's called classical fee. Okay, what is the classical fee then? It's a support level, guys. It's a support level, guys. You have to know each SNR level. Okay, this is a support level. All right, we got SNR, and then price, you are expecting the price to come here, all right, in order to buy, right? Since this level is a support. But what happens is price breaks below and then comes back, then pushes down and then drops down, guys. So we can see price will form what is called drop base drop. Okay, it will form here what's called drop base drop. All right, and then price will come back by rallying this SNR level. So where is your zone? Your zone is the base. You have to always know the zone is the base. Okay, that is the zone. This candle, which is between rally base rally, the base is your zone. And then here, when price pushes back or traces back this zone and touches the level, then you sell off. All right, you sell off. You sell off at this level. I hope that makes sense, guys. Do you guys understand SNRC1? This is the sell, this is the buy. Are you guys getting it?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So now we have to learn about SNRC2, right? Okay, SNRC2, how does it look like? How does SNRC2 looks like? Oh, sorry. All right, SNRC2, SNRC2, SNRC2. Okay, for SNRC2, price will break two SNR levels and then comes back again in SNR1. Let me show you something. Okay, how it looks like when it's buy. When it's buy, let me show you. When it's buy, price pushes up, comes down by creating classical A, that's SNR1, and then pushes back and then comes down. So price comes somewhere below the SNR or maybe touch the SNR, and then we have two SNRs, classical A, right? And then price, you guys can see that this SNR A was broken, right? So price then pushes back. So how many SNRs do we have? Resistance, resistance 1 here. Okay, resistance 2 here. So that is SNR2 first. But how can we deal with? We can deal with by making out this SNR and this move down. For example, we will make this SNR level, and we will also make this SNR level. So there is where the price will come back. Okay, we can look any level that's inside between these two levels. So price will push down again, okay, inside this SNR, and then again buys off from here, boom. This is SNRC1. So we got 2 breaks, okay. We have to always look if there is 2 breaks. So you have to know what the type of setup you have, SNR1, SNR2, whatever it may be. I think you got a point right now. And here is your buying point, is your zone, okay. This is your zone where you will buy. So you know the offset, right? You know the offset, okay. Vice versa. Let me show you, okay. When we want to sell with SNRC2, price release, all right, and then we will get another that's drop and then rally, and then again SNR1 format here, and then price comes back. It can break, or it can come somewhere here, or maybe here, but let us say here, okay. So our aim is to break this SNR2. Whenever SNR2 is broken, then we know our zone, right? We have to know our zone, okay. We have to know our zone. So that's our zone where we are expecting the price to pull back, okay, to pull back. Whenever price pulls back this level, where is our point of entry? We can sell half of the zone, or we can make out the SNR level, and then price can sell off from that zone lower. So we got here as, so this is support 1, and we got another support 2. So what you have to also remember is we will have what is called the drop based drop always in every setup, or rally based rally in all setups. So when it comes buying setups, we always have what is called drop based rally. For example, in here we have price drop it, then goes up, release, and then base, then again goes up, then release, and then goes up, okay. That's it. For the sell setup, we will have rally, base, rally. How? For example, this market, you guys can see that it release, it exactly pushes down, and then release, and then goes down, and then release, and then sells off. You have to always remember the type of the drop based drop and rally based rally. I hope that you have learned QMR, QMC, SNRC1, SNRC2, so we can look for some setups on the charts, guys. You guys ready?
Yes.
All right. So now let us go. I like gold, guys. I like gold. So we will look for more setups, guys. Let me clean this one. I don't want. All right. I like 1 hour. Let us look for 1 hour setup. 1 hour setup. You can use lines, you can use charts, but it depends on you, how you really understand it. All right. Some guys have all us like gold. Yeah, teacher. All right. Thank you. So guys, we have to understand what the QMR is. So QMR is just like this one. This one is QMR because price is reversing from this level, okay, and then price comes back for this area. for this area, okay, several times, because if I make the QMR right now, you guys can see price is respecting this level, even this area. So I will show you more about the QMR, guys. Okay, QMR. I already have, I don't know why I'm saving it again. Okay, oh, I deleted. So QMR, you guys can see several types. Someone's typing HSN maladihi kara, head and shoulders maladihi kara. Yeah, waa dhihi kartaa, laakiin different way kala duwan yihiin. Hal nooc leh ma head and shoulders. So several times, sida hadda head and shoulders meesha hal mar in la taabtay lagama laabo soo ma. So price touched one time here, and then you guys can see that it comes closer and then comes again touching. So several touch. That's QMR, guys. All right. We can, guys, also get what's called it let me say QMC. So QMC always comes in a continuation setup. When you see price is pushing, there is QMR here also. You guys can see, if I change into line, you guys can see that this is QMR. This is a reversal market, QMR. Okay, you can make it closing point of this candle, and then you guys can see price touches back to this here, and then there's a decisional level that price is targeting. So institutionals are looking for this gap, so they want to have no risk, so they buy in from this level, but the setup is QMR. Okay, right here. So QMC will be at a lower time frame, guys, not 1 hour or maybe some here, but you guys can see there is QMC right here. I can show you that price started moving upside from this low. So there is QMC on here. There is another QMC on here, but I can make it for you so that you will understand. Since price is pushing up, this is QMC, guys. Sorry, I started from that point because this form is QMC. All right, that's QMC. There is another one next to this one, but not that much because price will reject this QMC. You guys can see that there is continuation again. There's QMC on here, so pushes and then targets this level, but price starts against that QMC. There is a small one, we have to go lower time frame on here also, QMC, another QMC on there. Okay, let us go and find another one. Okay, we guys cannot see another QMC on here. Okay, oops, this is QMR. Okay, QMR. Okay, head, left shoulder, right shoulder, QMR. I will come on SNRC once, guys. Let me show you more example about the QMC 1 and 2. Okay, there is not that clear. Okay, I want to show you something that's pure. Okay, clear. There's no one right here. Okay, there is QM. Okay, QM. Make sure the price. So price, you guys can see if price were forming some point like this QMR, but in here it will be a QMC. Okay, you guys can see we got a QMC right here. There's QMC. All right. Okay, I hope this example is enough for QMCs, guys. QMC and QMR. You know about them. So let me show you SNRC1 and SNRC2. First, let me go through the market by identifying SNRCs. I like when I go a lower time frame because I can get a lot of SNRCs with its the setup 1 or setup 2. Okay, when there is 2 breakout, it's SNRC2. When there is 1 breakout, it's SNRC1. All right, so in here there is support level, right? Broken. All right, broken, right? There is another support level, broken. So where do you want the price to return back? Okay, where do you want the price to return back, since this is SNRC? Okay, what's wrong? SNRC1, SNRC2. Okay, since price break SNRCs, it must go back a level of the previous SNRC. The first SNRC is 1, this is the second. So you always look for your setup here. All right, you always look your setup here. Okay, since there is SNRC broken here, this one was not broken, so price is really coming back to this area. So that's not a clear SNRC, it's not clear. Okay, and we can see, all right, we can see that this price breaks this one and then pulls back, since this is SNRC1. Okay, because this is the rallying, and then you can see rally, base, rally. Because if I go on higher time frame, this aggressive move becomes small, so this will be the base, guys. Always you have to understand, price will always comes here, you can refine it. Or if you go higher time frame, candles will go and then it will be there. So this whole range is your base, since this is the rally, base, rally. Price touches and then pushes back. Even the future, it's possible, since there is an aggressive move in this rally, price can come back. But we have to learn about the SNRC1 and 2. All right, there is SNRC1 set up here. All right, let me say SNRC 2, SNRC2, SNRC2, not SNRC1. First level broken, which is resistance, right? Okay, the second one broken, which is another resistance. 2 SNRs broken, then you guys can see that this level carries all we want, carries here, because we will take a trade inside the first SNR, not the last broken SNR. We will always focus on, like I shown you on here, back, always the first SNR. Okay, first SNR. Let us find another one. That's SNRC 2, not SNRC 1. All right. Okay, if you want to candle by candle, go high time frame, like 4 hour. It will be so clear. But finding a lot of setups on high time frame will be very bad, because on high time frame maybe you can get 2 or 3 setups maximum during the day. So those levels that I was mentioning will be so great. So SNRC1, SNRC2 is very hard. Let me QMC, QML, head and shoulders. Can't talk right now. Bashtar. What do you mean? فرق وين أو دحية ميت كستا شقاء يقولون وقبتها جرت محا فرقي أو دحية تريد كله هدي إسكا أكدو يهين هل مخادم كرا مادام more terminology and unacnay ICT no waabay kala duwan yihiin sida abyada way kala duwan mid waa continuation mid waa reversal waa lagu kala saaray terminology maxaa u fiirinaysa why you look in the terminology look the functionality of the setup. One setup is for continuation, one setup is for reversal. Waa lagu kala saaray, okay? Waa lagu kala saaray. Markaan continuation waaye, markaana reversal waaye. maxaa isku qasan? Waxba iskuma qasna. QML kana waa markii multiple touches uu helo. QMR waa reversal, QMC waa continuation. Madmadowga jira muxuu yahay? Madmadow ma imaan karo. Guys, on here there are multiple price breakout first, and then this is the second, and also there is another break. This is multiple touches. This is another type of SNR1 on higher time frame. All right, price did not come back on here as SNRC1. All right, functionality only, functionality. We got really what is called it, really push the price up, right? They push the price up, right? Then where is our base? This is our base. All right, that's our base. Then again ready, so ready, base, ready. Price comes back and touch, then pushes up. Again there's SNR, price break above that SNR, right? That's where we would look, since it's the key level, since that's the key level. Then price broke the first SNR and then the second SNR. So price comes back, the first SNR that was broken. I don't know if you guys getting what I mean. Look here, this is SNR1 and this is SNR2 that price broke, right? So price coming back to first SNR where it has broken and then buys off, and then again comes back to the base, all right, and then buys off. Always you have to know what the next move will be. Okay, that will be so easy, that will be so easy. Okay, when it comes to the really base, really sometimes you guys get multiple candles that comes the zone of base. For example, in here you guys can see price released, right? And then in this base section multiple candles comes, but since this is a drop, the bullish candle is the base. Okay, that is the base. So you have to make out your bullish candle as your base, and then the next steep move will be a ready. Okay, price again rallies. So this is ready, base, ready, and then price comes back to this and then sells off. All right, so that's very clear, guys. So I want to tell you, since these actions happen, what SNRC it will be. This is first the support level broken, the second support level broken. SNRC2, this is SNRC2. So you guys can see that we got multiple levels right now. So all the levels come because this is the first SNR. So there are multiple SNRs right here. So price cannot push up by coming back to this level. There is multiple SNRs. So this kind of SNR is called conjunction zone. Since this SNR2 has conjunction zone, find your SNR level on here. All right, SNR level somewhere here, or here. All right, and then you have to know that this is SNRC2. So price comes back and then sells off. Hope that makes sense. All right, so SNRC1 is only drop base drop or rally base rally with no more than one SNR. If there is only one SNR and price coming back to that one SNR and sells off, that's exactly SNRC1. Okay, I hope that I have finished all examples, guys. Do you have any question before I close? Come up, guys. You can unmute yourself.
No question.
All right.
Hello.
Yeah, hello.
have a question.
All right.
The first,
All right.
hello, the first one, the first one.
Okay.
I didn't understand the first one.
You mean I
Q
didn't?
Q something.
Okay. You mean like you did not understand the QM, right?
Yes, yes.
All right. So I think you have to do what's called research, guys. QM QM is one of the most beautiful and powerful price action structure. Okay? And it gives a
Yes.
sign that there is a big money which is ready to change the price direction. So when it comes QM as a term or a word, it is called Quasimodo, which we shorten as QM. All right, so that's the QM.
Yes.
You can get everywhere. There is QM reversal, QM continuation. Those I have explained it in this session. So yeah, that's what the QM is. So what else do you want? You can rewatch this video if you want to understand what the QM is, because I'm recording this session. After I finish, I will upload it in the YouTube. Then watch what the QM is. Any other question, guys?
Okay, sir.
I think you have no question, guys. If there is no question, I wish you the best and have a
Andy,
yes, Bola.
QMTR.
Come again.
Yeah, QMTR. Did you hear of that?
I don't use. I hear it, but I don't use that one because I always use the QMR, QMT, and Q. Let me say I think QMC and QMR, and that's all I use because I
Okay,
don't.
brother.
Yeah, I don't like the manipulation ones, as I'm not a billionaire. I'm not a billionaire or millionaire. I'm not even the major players. I am only a minor player, retail trader.
Alhamdulillah. Okay, bro, move on.
Yeah,
Thanks for the session.
I know my way. Anyway.
Alhamdulillah.
Yeah, thank you. You're welcome, guys. We'll be explaining one by one every week. Don't worry. I think there is no question. I hope that this lesson, this session helped you guys. And if you guys are watching on YouTube, please subscribe our YouTube channel since we have created this channel recently.
Oh, yeah.
I love you all and I love everyone. I love the community.
Abdi,
Yes, brother.
one last thing. You know, set up two, a continuation. Can you quickly just show us that?
Are you still having some issue about it?
Yeah, with a continuous storyline for fresh, 1 hour fresh with C. Remember to ask you.
No, I'm telling you the setups. Anything relating the storyline is really important. All setups that I have explained right now must be flowed with the storyline. If the setup is not in line with the storyline, it's high risk, okay?
Okay.
That's all. So if you want, how does it look like? I can again diagram it or draw it. Do you still want
just
me
draw
to
it.
draw?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Just draw it.
Yes.
Draw a setup two with
Draw.
Okay, setup 2. Okay, on setup 2, if I go back, like SNRC2, that's what you mean, right?
No. You send us setup 1 A plus A and minus A, and the 2 is a continuous storyline.
You mean the storylines. That's really not decision. I have to close decision and then open another soon. I got you. The 4 setups that I have sent you.
Yeah, that's the one. Oh, we know what we'll do next time,
Okay,
inshallah.
that's SOB, my SOB. Why are you saying here? Because that's secret. That's my own SOB, my brother. Anyway, I will explain it in the next Zoom, and I wish you better, guys. Have a
All
good
right,
day.
no problem.
Yeah.
Jazakallah.
Thank you.
Okay.
Ciao, ciao.
Assalamu alaikum.